Picture this. The year is 335 BCE.
A very long time ago.
Yeah, exactly. And Alexander the Great is furious. I mean, his army is just systematically burning the ancient Greek city of Thebes to the ground.
Just total destruction.
Right. Buildings are collapsing, smoke is blocking out the sun. But amidst all that chaos, Alexander issues this one highly specific order to his soldiers.
Which is pretty surprising.
It is. He tells them to spare the house of Pindar.
Just that one house.
Yeah. Welcome to the deep dive, by the way. Today, we are taking your sources to explore Pindar, ancient Greece's greatest lyric poet, who lived from 518 to 438 BCE.
And our mission today is to find out exactly what kind of writer commands that unbelievable level of historical reverence.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Because to understand Alexander's respect, we have to look at what Pindar actually did for a living.
Right, so his day job was writing what are called the eponychia.
Eponychia?
Yeah, which basically translates to victory odes. Wealthy aristocratic families would commission Pindar to write these elaborate choral poems.
Oh, to celebrate the winners of the major Pan-Hellenic athletic festivals, right?
Exactly, like the Olympic Games.
I mean, I like to think of him as a mix between a high-end PR agent and, like, a Super Bowl halftime producer.
That is a perfect analogy.
Because he wasn't just handing out participation trophies or saying, good job running fast.
Right.
He took these athletes and, through his poetry, elevated them into these quasi-heroes.
And what's fascinating here is exactly how he achieved that elevation. He used a technique that later critics called the Pindaric Leap.
The Pindaric Leap.
Yeah. Pindar wouldn't just describe the foot race or the chariot match.
Yeah.
He would make these abrupt, highly cinematic transitions.
Oh, wow.
He'd leap straight from the athletic arena into sweeping mythological narratives.
No, it's kind of like watching a sports highlight reel that suddenly cuts into a blockbuster superhero movie.
Exactly. By leaping straight from a guy winning a foot race to a glorious myth of the gods, Pindar is creating a psychological link for the audience.
Right. He's tying them together.
He's effectively saying, this athlete's victory today is made of the exact same divine stuff as the heroes of legend.
That is brilliant marketing.
It really is. And he treated these myths with intense moral seriousness, too. Look at his famous poem, Olympian One.
Okay.
He brings up the myth of the hero Pelops.
Yeah.
The traditional myth involves a rather gruesome feast where the gods accidentally eat human flesh.
Yikes.
Yeah, well, Pindar flat out refuses to write that. He actively alters the myth in his poem.
He just rewrites it.
He does. He couldn't stomach the idea of the gods acting in such an undignified, cannibalistic way.
Well, protecting the gods brand wasn't just about piety. I mean, it was about protecting his clients.
That makes a lot of sense.
If your aristocratic clients claim they get their greatness directly from the gods, you can't have those same gods acting like cannibals.
No, that would be terrible PR.
Exactly. Which ties right into this concept your sources say Pindar was obsessed with, which is arete.
Yes, arete.
Inborn excellence passed down through bloodlines. But wait, I struggle with this a bit. As a PR guy, wouldn't an underdog story, overcoming all odds, sell better to the masses? We all love a gritty comeback.
Sure, we do today.
So why lean so hard into you're born great or you're not?
Because he wasn't selling to the masses. He was validating the ruling class.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Pindar strongly favored nature over nurture. To him, true excellence was inherited. It was a divine gift granted to noble families.
So you couldn't just, practice your way to greatness.
Not in Pindar's view, no.
Yeah.
And that deeply aristocratic ideology put a massive target on his back.
I bet.
It placed him at odds with the rising tide of democracy in Athens, where the new belief was that any citizen could achieve excellence.
But if you're wondering how he survived that political friction, the guy was incredibly savvy.
Very savvy.
He wasn't just a local partisan. He was writing for all of Greece.
He was entirely Pan-Hellenic. I mean, during the Persian Wars, Pindar's native city of Thebes actually sided with the invading Persians.
Oh.
But Pindar wrote poetry praising Athens as the bulwark of Greece.
Which probably didn't go over well back home.
Not at all. According to a famous historical anecdote, Thebes was so furious about this that they slapped him with a massive fine.
And then the Athenians turned around and paid the fine for him.
They really did.
Think about the political leverage you need to pull that off. It's crazy.
He navigated this incredibly divided landscape by focusing on the shared religious and cultural threads that connected all Greeks, regardless of their city-state.
So what does this all mean? What does a poet from thousands of years ago mean for you today?
Right. It's the big question.
We have this guy who believes you are either born great or you aren't. who rubs shoulders with kings and tyrants. Yet reading through these sources, he has this beautiful, grounding awareness of human fragility.
He really does. Because no matter how great your bloodline is or how fast your chariot runs, you are still mortal.
You're at the mercy of unpredictable fortune.
Exactly.
There's this famous line of his from Pythian 8. He writes, "A dream of a shadow is man."
A dream of a shadow. It's so haunting.
It is. We are just fleeting shadows.
But that is exactly where his poetry comes in. Pindar believed human achievements were incredibly fragile, lasting only a brief moment.
Right.
To him, poetry, or what the Greeks called kleos, immortal fame,
Kleos, right.
was the only mirror capable of capturing that fleeting greatness and making it last forever.
Because without the poet, the athlete's victory disappears into the dark.
Exactly.
Which really brings us back to that burning city of Thebes.
It does.
Alexander spared the house because he knew that empires fall and cities burn. But the immortality Pindar offered, well, it outlasts it all.
It transcends time.
It makes you wonder about the content we consume today, you know?
Definitely.
In our digital age of fleeting 24-hour social media stories and disappearing video feeds, what medium actually possesses the power to grant true, lasting Pindaric immortality to human achievements today? Or are we all just shadows waiting for the server to refresh?